Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is me, Mr. M, and today we are going to be learning about lifeboats in Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh is a small nation in Asia, where they have a lot of water in their country. So a lot of the times they use boats to do everyday things that we would necessarily do on land. So today we're going to read an article provided for us from Time for Kids. And with that, we are going to get started. So our article is from Time for Kids, and the article title is Lifeboats. Floating schools, libraries, and hospitals make life better in Bangladesh, a nation in Asia. So as you can see the picture, what could this be? In Bangladesh, this boat serves as a library. When Mohammad Rezwan was growing up in Bangladesh, his school would close for 3 or 4 months each year. The break was not a very cool extra long summer vacation. School was closed because of floods. Unlike many of his friends, Rezwan managed to complete his education. But he never forgot his friends who did not, and he never forgot how frustrated he felt when school was canceled. It was always on my mind that I should help my community, said Rezwan. As a result, we decided to take action. Rezwan wanted to make it possible for kids in the country to continue their education year-round. So it's kind of similar to actually today, where school has been canceled because of the coronavirus. We are making these videos to help you maintain education. And it's kind of the same thing here. Rezwan, or Mohammad Rezwan, is helping kids continue their education even though school's canceled via floods and all that. A great idea. Rezwan took time to think about the problem. He went to school and studied hard. As a result, he became an architect and returned to the poor village in northwestern Bangladesh where he grew up. He asked himself, what if children cannot go to school? Can we bring school to them? Rezwan designed a school boat that could reach students even during a flood. Each boat contains a classroom, a library, and computers. 3 classes of 30 students learn at a floating school each day. That's 90 kids. Wow. When class was over, the school boat would take the kids back to the village. Because the floating school was such a success, Rezwan built many more than 2,000 students have benefited from a floating school program. That's really great. Losing ground. Floods have long been a fact of life for the people of Bangladesh. Every summer, heavy rains hit the Asian country. As a result of the rains, hundreds of rivers overflow onto the land. Lately, the floods have gotten worse. Experts say by 2050, 17% of Bangladesh will be covered by water. Bangladesh is a very crowded country. Because of the flooding, as many as 18 million people would have nowhere to live. And then here's a picture of 3 classes of 30 students learn on a floating school each day. This is kind of what it looks like. That's what the classroom looks like. Hope for the future. Rezwan is doing all he can to help his country. He is not letting any challenges slow him down. Instead, he is coming up with more solutions. In addition to school boats, he has built library boats, medical boats, and houseboats. All of them run on solar power, meaning it's powered by the sun. Rezwan makes sure as many people as possible can be helped by his boats. For example, one library boat makes a 2 to 3 hour stop at 4 different villages each day. The people who live in the riverside areas here cannot escape from the floods, said Rezwan. So I believe that we have to learn to live on water. The name of Rezwan's program means self-reliance in the Bangla language. Rezwan hopes that the people of Bangladesh can continue to contribute creative solutions to the challenges their country faces. So Bangladesh is kind of an interesting country to learn about, as a lot of it's covered by water, and a lot of it will be covered by water as the years come. But at the very end of the article, make a copy of it and then save it to your drive so we can respond to any of these questions. You have to respond. So it's kind of interesting to learn about Bangladesh and a country that's considerably getting more filled by water, how they're able to do everyday tasks while their country is on water. So I'm going to put a list of questions up. I want you to make a copy and save it to your drive. And even though there are 4 questions, I want you to try to solve or answer 2 of these questions I'm about to put up. Out of the 4, only do 2. You could also write your answers on a piece of paper. So the first question is, what are some ways that Rezwan has already helped his community? So what are some ideas he's come up with? Number 2, Rezwan was able to continue his own education. Why do you think it was important to Rezwan to help his community in this way? Explain and give examples. Number 3, what is the continued problem that faces Bangladesh? What creative ideas could you think of to help that community solve its problem? Explain your solutions in detail. And the last question, think about your own community. What are some ways you could help your community solve its problem? So maybe relate that into current day, right? What are we doing in the current day atmosphere? And once you've answered those questions, I'm Mr. M. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!